everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Leslie and today I am scraplifting Rachel O'Neill, and you saw the photo over there of her layout. And this is for a paper issues challenge called Scraplift Sunday, and I'm scraplifting week 3. So if you want to get involved in a Facebook group or in a scrapbook community that is very fun, very chatty and full of lots of laughs, head on over to the Paper Issues Friends and Fans Facebook group and become a member, and you'll have lots of challenges you can take part in. There are gift cards at the end of the month to be won, so there's lots of fun to be had in that Facebook group. So today I'm going to be using the new Crate Paper Wild Heart collection, and as you saw in the layout that I'm scraplifting, the background was sort of like a brick layout with little words in it, but it was a patterned background, and I thought I would challenge myself to use pattern paper on my background instead of just plain white. I do white all the time because it just makes the embellishments in the photos pop. It gives me the option of doing my own mixed media on the white background. And it's just easy for me to do a white background or a plain background in that case. But in this instance, I decided I am going to challenge myself, and I'm going to use a patterned paper background. It's monochromatic background, but it's still patterned paper, so it still qualifies as that. So in the Scraplift calls for 3 photos. And I decided to use these 3 photos of my son. It was his 10th birthday in 2017. I can't believe my baby is 10. I can't believe I have a 10-year-old child. That's freaking me out more. I don't feel like I have a 10-year-old child, but I do. Anyway, so he wanted to celebrate with family. So we waited until January this year in 2018 to celebrate when with my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law that came to visit us here in Dubai, and they flew all the way from South Africa, and they had a nice week with us. And so that's what I said. My son wanted to celebrate with family, so we just postponed his birthday party a little bit. Well, actually quite a lot. His birthday is on the 31st of October. And it was pretty sweet that he made that decision, and it just shows me that my child's head is in the right place, that he wants to involve family, and it's not just about having a party, and it's about sharing it with family, hey? So what I'm doing here is I'm just adding some white gesso onto that pattern paper. I wanted to sort of white out the pattern in the back so that you could see the embellishments a bit more, because it was very busy for me. It was playing tricks on my eyes at a stage. But I also wanted to add some gold color shine, because there's a lot of gold accents in the collection, and I knew that gold color shine would stand out a little bit better on the white gesso. So while that is drying, I'm just taking my my super fine Sharpie, and just doodling around the edges of my photo so that they do stand out a little bit more against that patterned layering that I'm giving it there at the back. And you'll see that it is full of color, and it is very busy, and yeah, you can't really differentiate on screen between that left-hand photo with the white parrot, I'm not sure what you call parrot on the left there, but in person you can differentiate between the photo and the layers in the background. So you saw that I did a lot of layering. I use the cut apart sheet, and I cut out those 3x4s that I knew I wouldn't be using, and I'm using them as layering. So that's just one way of using the bits that you know in the collection. Not really, I'm not going to use that. So just cut them out and use them as layering. And I really love the effect that gives. Now I chose to back that right-hand side photo of that bird with pink because it has a little bit of red and a pinkish feather, and also his beak is a little bit of a reddish pinkish color, so I thought that would bring that out a little bit better. So I'm going to go into the ephemera pack, and I wanted to use these leaves, and this is why I got the collection in the first place, for all these leaves. And when I saw this collection, I knew that these are the photos that I want to scrap with it. So I specifically got this collection for this, for these photos, because we went to, my son chose that he wanted to go to a place called Green Planet, and it's here in Dubai. It is amazing. It is this big glass tube, but it is, I think, like 5 or 6 stories high, and it has a massive tree in the center, and it's a rainforest. So you have a lift that goes up. When you enter the building, there's a lift that takes you, an elevator that takes you up to the 6 or whatever story, and then you sort of walk through all the levels of the rainforest, and it is phenomenal. They have slots in there, they've got all the birds, they have different insects, and they've got displays, and they've got a beehive, obviously behind protective glass, in a very safe environment. But it is also, I mean, it is, they have flowers in there for the bees, and so it's not like they are manhandling the bees, putting them in a glass thing. So it is all very well done, and it is just gorgeous. And you have this fine mist on you the whole time as they try to emulate the mist of the rainforest. And so you go down the canopy, and you go down through all the different layers of you walk down sort of around the tree. And he just loves that, and he loves the animals. My son just loves the animals and the whole thing of the rainforest. He went through a rainforest stage where he knew everything about the rainforest. And I'm sure that you've heard this about children on the spectrum. They obsess about certain topics, and then they would know everything about the topic. So at that stage, he was obsessed about the rainforest, and he knew everything about the rainforest. So he wanted to go to Green Planet, and we did that. And this is him and the birds that we took beautiful photos of. So I thought that this would be just beautiful, fitting collection to document that day. And yes, so that is my title. My title will be This Is Everything, and I will do some journaling, some private journaling there. But this is my layout. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.